truth where the story begins. If it ain't facts, hard pass. 3 p.m. been sitting, time to put your bid in. Going against a rigged game, a bunch of lames and fakes. High stakes, big rewards, gotta take what's yours.
Who's the nation? We here, we there, you better be prepared. Make sure you're here, listen, and stay right there. Woo!
Third Party Nation.
What's up, family? We are here, Third Party Nation Podcast Talk. I'm Noah.
And I'm Urban Team.
Urban Team, my main man. Talking about today suicide, man. Don't get a little intense.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've noticed recently, you know, in social media, things been going on. A lot of men been killing themselves.
Yes.
Man. Like, you know, back a couple weeks ago with Jason Frank. And now this recent guy, Christian, I think his name is called, just jumped off in Disneyland. I don't know what specifically, but he was in Disneyland and he jumped off of a building.
Right.
And they both ended up being a part of something that had to do with their wives.
Calling divorce or something?
Like, yeah, divorce and disputes and things. And with Christopher, he ended up doing it because he had a dispute with his wife. And I guess his wife called the police and a whole bunch of other stuff happened. I've heard that he lost his job. On top of that, I remind you now, that was the first time something like that ever happened to him. So that's what I'm saying. So it was just one incident. And all of a sudden he lost his job, lost his career and everything else. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's a shame, man. Like I said, us men, we kind of go through a lot. They try to pretend that men don't go through nothing. We just got an easy streak. We don't, especially black men. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into that a little bit too. Like, especially black men, we have it just as hard too. Like, I was looking through a lot of the statistics, and with men it's a little higher than women. I think it said like 4.9, something higher than women.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
So we deal with a lot every day. People don't realize that we deal with a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get a take on it.
Man, suicide. It's crazy. Like you said, Jason David Frank. This new guy, what's his name again?
Yeah, Christopher Christensen.
Okay.
Christopher Christensen.
And even more than that, it was other people that we hear about all the time.
Oh yeah. They were saying about teenagers from 15 to 24
commit suicide.
Yeah, young males. Yeah.
And I think I heard even not too far from our area, somebody ran into traffic like a couple weeks back. And it's crazy because you never know what somebody's going through. It's easy to sit behind a TV screen or your screen of your phone and be like, oh, this or that. Like, people are going, and times change. Yeah. People dealing with deep things, hard things, and people take things different. People handle things different. People handle pain and suffering is different. I know, sometimes you hear people like, I did that, and I bounced back. I was like, yeah, but I try to be, what's the word?
Be cautious and aware.
Cautious and aware of everybody's,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and then
just flip it out.
Flip it out, because you never know. You never know what somebody's going through. And of course, ending it that way is probably not the best choice. But I would like to know what exactly got him there. What was it? Of course, probably depression with it too. Is it absorbing? Like, that's one of my things. Absorbing. Is it absorbing so much pain and just going with things for so long from your wives and different things, and then one day you just like, and then you just can't take it no more. Like what? You think drove these men? Like
I was saying before, on these circumstances, it's them dealing with their relationship with their marriages and all that kind of stuff. Like, we think, okay, they dealing with suicide and a little bit of depression, all that stuff. It's from a long running thing. Like, no, these guys were actually healthy guys. Okay. They just dealing with a circumstance. Okay. That's really putting them in a jeopardy point. But like I said, this guy got arrested one time in his life, and his wife called the cops on him, and he didn't hit her, he didn't do nothing, and through just a little domestic dispute, and he ended up losing his job, his livelihood. It broke him. It broke him down, making him seem like he's a criminal and he's a villain. He this guy. There's a whole bunch of dudes out there who's really bad. This guy was actually a decent dude. He was a principal.
He was a principal. Wow.
He was a principal, elementary principal. And like I said, from that one dispute, he lost everything. And you could kind of understand to a degree why he did something like that. And that's what I'm saying with David Frank, he's a Power Ranger. I ain't trying to say it like that. He's a Power Ranger. I grew up watching him, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. And with that dispute, now I don't want nobody to go get angry at the wives.
Right.
Because we also have to, as men, we also have to understand we got to figure out ways to try to relieve this stuff, relieve stress, talk to people, try to figure things out. Because we're not going to end up in that kind of being one to kill ourselves. Because like I said, we all dealing with kind of stuff.
We all dealing with stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what I mean.
Yeah, and again, it's about them, but I'm trying to broaden up. Like I said, I've been there to dark thoughts and stuff like that. Yeah. And I never got to that point to act off it, but when the mind gets to that point, you just don't know where it could go. You just don't really, like, our minds, I don't think we even know the fully how powerful. Yeah, it's complicated. Yeah. I know some people don't understand, but I just don't understand. Like, it's hard to understand. Like what Joker said, one bad day. Sometimes it'll be one bad day. Like, and then you're done. Like with them, it was one bad day, right? Yeah. One bad day. One bad day. So it's something, and again, it's something we're not trying to make fun of and stuff like that. But man, I just wish it was people just go and get help.
For the men, talk to people, try to figure things out. Sit down for a little bit, take a breather. For the women, the ladies that's with these women, with these men, all that, relax, take a chill pill, figure things out. Because like I said, it's just as hard out here for men as it is for women too. We always go back and forth, like women have it hard, this have it hard, this that. You know, we all have it hard out here. Men, especially us men, we do the grungy work, and get no recognition for nothing. There's men out here who don't get noticed, don't even get noticed every day.
I want to add on this before I forget. There's a stigma on men too that men can't go and talk to people or try to get their feelings out,
trying to be tough,
and stuff like that. And again, for those dudes, we know it's limits. We know we can always talk about it. We know if a full moon come out, you sitting there crying. Like, no. But we talking about like stuff like this. See, this was stuff like this happen. Yeah. Because we don't want to put it out there. We don't want to go try and get a what you call it, therapist. I should try to go to classes and you get help. This can manifest and morph into this. Yeah. This is serious. And they always tell us, y'all, you gotta need a man. You gotta talk about your feelings. You need to be tough. You need to hold everything in and bottle it all in. I've been bottling stuff for years. Until I crack almost like Humpty Dumpty. Like, boom! And I blew up. And not no more. I'm an open book. There's certain things I gotta keep to myself, but us men, we have to go get help. It's fine. Again, I want to say this. I wouldn't, with this the same breath, I want to go to my lady. Hear me out, guys. I want to go to my, but go try, like you said, try to find a psychiatrist, get help. There's helplines out there. Try to write things down, and it's a bunch of stuff on YouTube that can help you out if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling suicidal thoughts. That one bad day, like I need to get out. I need to get away from this negative energy. Let me just get out. Let me. And sometimes you have to you have to not act on impulse. You gotta not act, because when that thought come up, like me recently, I had a thing like all my dark thoughts and stuff was coming to me. I had to I had to unplug. He know about it. I had to unplug. I said, let me charge up. I'm walking around with a mask on and stuff. The mask on to kind of not talk for a while, to kind of get back in my own world and kind of take that stuff out of my mind. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna say that to that person. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be calm and it helped. It helped me. And that actually helped me. I said, everybody different. So everybody got their own ways and different things to find a way. And I said, man, you need to do that. Yeah. Suicide ain't the answer. These guys got kids. Jason David Frank story had fans. He had what's the name? My boy from Lincoln Park, Chester Benjamin or Benjamin, something like that. Yeah. I'm a fan. I always mess his name up. Rest in peace to him. He was like that. Had kids. What's the name? He ended his life, and this stuff has to stop. Yeah. This stuff has to stop. I feel for them people because like I said, I never went that far, but I wish I want these guys to think about stuff like that, because like I said, it was a saying, don't act off your reaction for a 5 minute. You make a 5 minute decision, and then there'll be a whole life of what's the name? Yeah, I'm saying it wrong. I chopped it up.
You're gone. You're gone. You're not coming back.
Over a 5 minute decision, he was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to end it. Like no. Just think about it. Just sit. Just you kind of what kind of worked for me. And again, this worked for me. Back when it was warmer in the summer, I went to the park. And the park had a trail. I used to walk the trail. Then it went to this part where it's like, you know what I'm talking about. And it had this big sand dune. I don't know what you want to call it. Almost like a fake hill. And it was nothing but the water there. I sat there, put my foot in the sand, took my shoes off, put my foot in the sand. I felt like I was getting charged up, and that helped me just going outside and getting fresh air. Go ahead.
Say this too, ladies, and I'm gonna say ladies and gentlemen, like y'all have to understand, y'all are separate beings. Yeah. Y'all come together in relationships, and you know y'all trying to make it work, but y'all not literally joint at the hip.
Yeah.
Y'all have to have your own time to yourself and figure things out. Things don't work out.
Yeah.
Things just don't work out in life. In relationships, it don't work out. But it shouldn't get to the point where you feel like you gotta kill yourself or sacrifice yourself because that's the end of the world. That ain't the end of the world. That's just another thing, like I said, people change every morning we get up, we change every day. New things pop in, things like, you know what I'm saying, relationships, different friends, relationships, regular love relationships, all that things change. So to do that, you know, even like I said, the breakups and divorces, all that kind of stuff, you gotta be calm. Gotta be calm in that kind of situation. Now, like I said, they lost, David Frank is gone. The daughters lost their husband, they lost the, you know what I'm saying? Through them kind of means, and women got on to that, it's gotta be really, because I told you like 70% of marriages are ended by women. That's a fact. And that's what I'm saying. So you gotta be aware, women gotta be aware of things too, and not be too cruel. We gotta get to a point where we can't be cruel. Like I said, you wanna break up, that's cool. Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah.
But don't be evil with it. And evil intent. You know? And that's what I'm saying. Like I said, this guy was a principal and he ended up losing his life, and that's all I had to say about that. But anything else?
Try to get help, guys. I'm gonna finish what I was saying. Oh, that's my bad. Just try to get help, guys. If you feel like you're going through something, or you know somebody that's going through something,
get help.
Get help. It is the time. Gotta make a change. Gotta make a change. They gotta make a change. And women, like I said, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna walk in the heat with this. Sometimes women can be to their husbands, or when women got their side of how they respond and act on things, and they look at things on their side. Their side is different. Like, oh, you're a man. You look like that. And they don't nag it in different things. And like I said, not all women. Disclaimer. Not all women, but we know women can do that. And sometimes, and these guys are Zords.
Sometimes they cut deep.
They cut
and that's
sometimes.
I'm being.
Sometimes. I'll go with what he said. Sometimes. And they cut deep.
But you gotta stop with the emotion and think about what you're saying and what you're doing, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, they cut. Like I said, the guy Christopher never had never dealt with the police ever in his life until that one day. Like I said, he lost his everything. So he felt like he had to end it through that. So that's what I'm saying.
I want to say this, guys. If you ever get that bad, walk away.
That's it.
If you can, walk away. If you can't deal with argument, or she's leaving you, or what's today? I know it's hard. I'm not married, never been divorced before, stuff like that. But I've been there with women in certain situations.
Any arguments?
Walk away. No. Say no. Sometimes that can be the strongest thing, and it can save your life. And you'd be surprised getting backing away from them. Well, everybody's situation is different, but if you're going through something like that, you want to get away, you want to get in your own world back up, because you know if it's going down that route, and you'll see, you be like, I gotta get away. And we know that some women hate that even more, but you gotta get away from that toxic stuff, especially if you get thoughts like that, anything toxic, but especially if you get thoughts like that and you feel like you can't win, get away from that person.
I don't even like using the word toxic no more because it seems like it's a redundant thing. Like it's a fun thing. I don't like that no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
a person with negative energy, and anybody that's making you upset, or anybody that's making you feel some type of way, anybody that's making you depressed, sad, angry, pissed off, get from them. I'm gonna bring up every word on the umbrella. Like get away
from a distance. Like we always say, love from a distance.
Love from a distance.
Can't be around them no more.
You can't get, and especially if you give them all your love to them, and then they're not giving it back. That's I don't want to cross topics because we talk about other things, but just get away. It's still, to me, I'm trying to link it all back to suicide and depression because sometimes you guys think that's the only way out.
Yeah.
No, there's another way out. Just leave out, walk away. Just get away. I wish these guys, these stories, and other guys that went through this, sat down and thought. Just a couple more minutes and be like, yo, I have to get out of here. I need my peace. And if they would have went somewhere where some good energy was, I think they would have survived. They would have like, oh man, I'm glad.
Calm down and relax and figure things out.
Like I said, that 1 second of thinking, it'll change your whole life.
Yeah.
It'll change your whole life.
That quick moment.
And sit down and he been through it. I've been through it. Pop out to that level, but we had to get away from certain people and things, and we had to unplug and recharge. You're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm good now. So I just want you guys to do that.
That's it.
Love you.
All right.
Like, subscribe, share.
Got me messed up. Like, share, subscribe.
He said it.
All right.
All right. Till the next time.
All right.